game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will have first crack at this one. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield, it's McCray. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. To the air, it's Childs. With the catch, it's Marsh. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's McCray. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And the Spartans can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll leave it with him. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Spartans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off play action on first down. That's caught. It's Belling. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Turning it on! They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I gotta say, watching this guy run has given me PTSD from when I played against Michigan State back in college, and they had a big old running back named T.J. Duckett that was wearing our defense down. He got stronger and stronger as the game went on. This guy has a little bit of that in him, too.
They'll give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They're going to run just about their entire opening script on the first drive of the game. 12th play coming up on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Childs. Working that wide receiver screen. And eventually taken down. But what about that spin move gives him the first down yardage? We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Good timing on the quick out. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. A little release to the back. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short, now set up in a 1st and goal situation.
They've been great on 3rd down. Now to finish the deal on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. He'll do it himself. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
And look at the quarterback. Look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Coming out with it, it's Singleton. Slips through the line. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. The Nittany Lions offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Gives him the big stiff arm. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His team's always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
Got it in the middle, it's Reynolds. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
To the air on first down. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Grab near the marker. It's McCray. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Give to the single back.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They go right back to him. Got the first down and still on his feet. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Michigan State is a bit of a renovation project, but Jonathan Smith did a great job with that at his alma mater in Corvallis, and there is optimism that he's on the right path in East Lansing.
Yeah, and I think that it's a proud program. And the go green, go white. There's fans all across the country. They know they can be good, and it wasn't that long ago, Palmer. They were fighting other Big Ten teams for recognition, and they want to get back to that spot.
Yeah, I think a lot of people constantly overlook Jonathan Smith, too. I think he played with a chip on his shoulder back at Oregon State. I think he coaches with one as well, and I think the rest of his team kind of takes on that identity. They're going to be a physical team. They're going to play smart. They're going to be a hard out.
Motion from the wide receiver. Try to get it to the edge. Nowhere to go, and he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 in there, basically right back where they started. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching down the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those.
He lofts one down the sideline. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Not much room there. They'll give him one to the 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The give from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
Defensively, the more speed you have on the field, the better. Not just to cover wide receivers, but when the QB does this and scrambles outside of the pocket, now you've got guys that have really good speed going to catch a quarterback, an athletic quarterback at that. Really nice job by the defense.
Kick is in the air. Makes the catch around the 50. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Leaves it with the back.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period.
Penn State 7, Michigan State 3.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Pena. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
Oh, will they dial up on second and a long way to go. Back to pass. Unloads it downfield. He's got it inside the 25. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's McCray. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Looking for a man. It's Child. It's complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple yards.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Marsh. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Bringing the heat. Going for the big play. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
The green and white love that tough guy reputation, and they're getting it done on the ground.
Nah, that's exactly who this program is. That's what they're built on. Every team you go back in the history of Michigan State, you're going to find what? A bell cow running back that you can feed.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Gives it on the option. Got room to work. Gets it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Child. Working that left side now. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And this offense has put together a really nice drive, man. You really want to pay this off. Obviously, 3rd down approaching. Got to be smart with the football, but we want to cut into this lead as much as possible. Down a couple possessions. This will be huge right before the half.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it! So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sparty. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy time and time again trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. An 84-yard drive there, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Allen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Nittany Lions can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running back searching for a hole. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the 1st down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
Gonna run it. It's Allen. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his 1st incompletion of the game.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on 3rd down. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
Yes, sir.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Belly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They want to run this quarterback. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. The Spartans come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
Yeah, no mystery there. 3rd down, just let the quarterback keep it himself. How about the push up front by the offensive line to help get that first?
And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Childs. Snagged in the middle, it's Kelly. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
The Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Belly. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
And the Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive 1st down play.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Runs through the tackle. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kelly. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play could put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The give to the back. There he goes! Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. This is what Spartan running backs do. They get behind their pads, they move the chains. Le'Veon Bell, among many, who've been great at that.
And Kenneth Walker, man, you pulled back a couple years ago, such a great season too. But just that's their physicality. That's the brand that they've had. That's what their coaches embrace. You know, not being the quote-unquote main team in their state, but they're going to hit you in the face and they're going to play physical.
Just leaves him grabbing air as he gets down to the 35. The Spartans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The inside handoff. Crosses to 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a 1st down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll toss it to the left. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
To throw, it's Childs. Quickly out to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Here's the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
So they were able to put up a 3-spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The handoff as they run the counter play here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield just like right there and create a TFL.
They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
Yeah, and I tell you what, just trust your guy. You know, you got your guy running a corner route. It's man-to-man coverage. Throw it up top. Let him catch it on top of his head. Really nice job by the receiver going and getting that thing.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Marsh. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Bullard. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now with just a few seconds left, not enough time to run another play, but there is time to kick a field goal and take the lead. Field goal is good. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
Well, you'll have to see that, right? They put themselves in a position at the end of the half to take the lead. They put it on their kicker. He knocks it through the upright. So nothing but good vibes for this team now with the lead heading in at halftime.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Singleton. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Spartans will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Got a man, it's Pena. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking downfield on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Allen. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Allen. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off play action. Caught over the middle. It's Allen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 1st down from the 43. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. And they can't make the connection. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Reynolds. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's 1st down at the 27.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Allen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. Still down by 2. Chance to take the lead out the window, guys. Tough break there. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Scanning the field, it's Childs. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
No doubt offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks on the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Singleton. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. Man, did he pay for it, but that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Pressure coming. Bought a little time, lets it go. They're working that left side. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And the Spartans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Wants to throw. It's Childs. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. The throw. Big fella moving. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. The pass play they hoped would spread the defense out, create a one-on-one opportunity, but they were equal to the challenge.
Yeah, and that's a play the receiver would love to have back. And look for a second like he might be able to break that tackle and score a touchdown. Just wasn't able to get it done.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now?
Touchdown, Michigan State! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Yeah, and how about make no mistake about it? Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. 4th down situation, and the offense comes through playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Quickly to the tight end. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
It's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with a big one.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Ross. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Nice move to keep running. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Offense in an empty set. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Singleton. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds his tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the 1st, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. They'll try to sneak it.
Well, there wasn't a lot of mystery on that one, guys. Just simple QB sneak to keep this drive going. They've done a good job so far the entire drive, keeping the chains moving. Nice execution on the sneak. Good push up front. Quarterback picked the right side to tuck and run to, and let's see what they do to finish off this drive.
The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Quarterback keeps it.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And the Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside give. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
The Nittany Lions trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Gets the back moving. The snap sets up to throw. Dangerous screen into traffic. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
Here's the pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck in, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great 3rd down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Penn State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Leaves it with the back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. Breaks the tackle. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. The Spartans really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Childs. Catch in the middle, it's Belling. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He'll pull it on the read. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3.
Penn State 24, Michigan State 23.
Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Here's the handoff. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And the there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Just feeds the running back. And some room to work. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll go to the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
The Spartans will punt this one away. All the way back to the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. He breaks a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Fires one high and deep. Snags it down the right side. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Caught behind the line. It's Pena. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Gives it on the option. Ran through the contact. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got to lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Powers through the defender. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
To the air, it's Childs. Fires to the middle. Got his man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. They get to him as he throws. On target to the left. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. To the air on 2nd down. The sure hands, it's Kelly. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Motion from the wideout. Trying to keep the drive alive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Gets away. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
You You got to be so careful too, Dave, because on 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage too because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football, knowing where the sticks are. They break on it, and they get the big interception.
They'll send the back in motion. Goes to the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, you do not see a lot of big men with the ability to run like that defensive end did right there. The offense trying to trick him, trying to get the quarterback to the perimeter of the field, but just big man chasing down little man and getting to him quickly. That was impressive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll move the tight end. The give on the inside. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll take a deep shot here. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. Now on the option. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Back to pass, it's Childs. Complete. Quick spin on the line. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this
Turning it on! And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Grabbed in the middle. It's Parachek. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He makes a grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Rushes on him. Touchdown, Spartans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
All right, big touchdown makes it a 9-point game. You got to kick the extra point right now, and then you've got to find a way somehow, some way to get the football back. You're going to have to score again and go for 2. A lot has to go right, but at least you get that touchdown to give yourself an opportunity.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
There's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. And the Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. First play of this drive comes from the 27. To the air, it's Childs. Makes the grab down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Finds his man. It's McCray. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And the Spartans with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Belly. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.